In the annals of crime, few figures are as chilling as the serial killer. These are individuals who've etched their names into our collective nightmares, their stories entwined with an unsettling allure that keeps us captivated. Today, we delve into a particularly eerie subset of this dark realm, focusing on serial killers who are unbelievably no longer behind bars. We're about to unmask the horror, the intrigue, and the shocking reality of these figures. Buckle up as we delve into the terrifying world of killers who walk among us. Our journey begins in the 1960s with the case of Charles Manson. This man, whose name still sends shivers down the spine, led a cult-like following known as the Manson family. Manson's life was a twisted tapestry of manipulation, mind control, and murder. His charisma and persuasive abilities drew many to him, leading them down a path of darkness and destruction. He orchestrated a series of gruesome murders that claimed the lives of 9 innocent souls. The chilling reality? Manson never personally killed. Instead, he used his followers to carry out his sinister plans, making his crimes even more shocking. In a surprising turn of events, Manson was released from prison, creating a ripple of fear and disbelief across the nation. His release underscored the grim reality of the justice system's shortcomings, leaving many to question its efficacy and fairness. Manson's reign of terror marked the beginning of a dark chapter in crime history. As the 1970s rolled in, so did another notorious serial killer, Kenneth Bianchi. This era was marked by the chilling deeds of the man who would come to be known as the Hillside Strangler. Bianchi's early life was far from ordinary, with a troubled upbringing that hinted at the darkness to come. His criminal activities began subtly with petty thefts and scams, but soon escalated to the horrifying murders that shocked the nation. Bianchi, along with his cousin, Angelo Buono, were responsible for the deaths of 10 young women in the hills of Los Angeles. After his arrest, Bianchi's cunning nature emerged in full force. He staged multiple personalities to feign insanity, but was eventually unmasked by a forensic psychiatrist. However, in a shocking turn of events, he was released on parole after serving less than 40 years behind bars. Bianchi's story serves as a chilling reminder of the wolves in sheep's clothing. The 1980s saw the rise and fall of a particularly sinister killer, Richard Ramirez. Known as the Night Stalker, Ramirez was a figure of absolute terror. His reign of horror spanned over a year, from June 1984 to August 1985. In this short period, he claimed at least 13 lives, leaving a trail of violence and fear in his wake. Ramirez's crimes were not confined to murder alone. He indulged in burglary, sexual assault, and even satanic rituals, adding a chilling dimension to his already gruesome acts. His capture was a sigh of relief for the terrified citizens of California, but the story does not end here. In a shocking turn of events, Ramirez was released from prison, leaving many to question the justice system that allowed such a monster to walk free. Ramirez's story continues to haunt the annals of crime, a stark reminder of the monsters that once walked free. In the 1990s, the world was introduced to a new kind of horror, Nate Boone Kraft. This decade saw Kraft rise as a notorious contract killer, a grim specter haunting the criminal underworld. His deeds were marked by an icy detachment, his victims reduced to mere transactions in a trade of terror. Kraft's chilling career claimed the lives of over 24 individuals, each one a chilling testament to his unflinching commitment to his grim profession. But what truly boggles the mind is the controversy that surrounds his release. Despite the blood on his hands, Kraft walked free, leaving in his wake a trail of unanswered questions and unsolved mysteries. His story is a grim reminder of the unchecked horrors that lurked in the shadows of the 90s. Kraft's narrative is a chilling testament to the darkest corners of the criminal underworld. As the new millennium dawned, so did a new era of killers, exemplified by the case of Karla Homolka. A face of beauty concealing a heart of darkness, Homolka, alongside her then-husband Paul Bernardo, orchestrated a reign of terror that shook Canada to its core. Her victims, all young women, were subjected to unimaginable horrors, their lives cruelly snuffed out in the prime of their youth. But what truly sent shivers down the spine of the public was the shocking twist in Homolka's tale. Charged as a willing accomplice in the crimes, she struck a plea deal claiming she was coerced by her husband. With a reduced sentence, she was released in 2005, free to walk among us. Homolka's freedom remains a contentious issue, a chilling reminder of the justice system's pitfalls. It raises questions about the effectiveness of our legal systems and leaves a haunting legacy that continues to echo into the new century. From Manson to Homolka, these killers' stories continue to cast a long, dark shadow. Their chilling tales, filled with unspeakable acts, are a testament to the depths of human depravity. They have walked free once, leaving an enduring mark on society. We remember, we reflect, and we recoil at the horror they've unleashed. Their names, their victims, their stories, they've all become part of our collective consciousness. Their stories, etched in the annals of crime, serve as a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurks within humanity.